Everything. Everything's clearance price. What do you have here? One of the values of the channel, not just of the day, not just of QVC2. 40 pieces. Am I doing the math on that? Breaking that down? Anybody know? I'll figure it out. 50 cents a towel. Are you kidding me? 5 Z payments, if you have your Q card right now, can be used to remove. What can you do? You have the same item. You could remove makeup, right, and you could, well, scrub a stove.
Right.
This one can do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 40 of them. How about that? What's going on there, Chris Campanelli?
How you doing, Rick?
How you doing?
I'm doing great. How about you?
Wow, I'm doing great, great, great. What are we not getting with this?
We're not getting chemicals.
Boom.
We're not getting disposable products.
Bang.
We're going to try to, that's the original Campanelli family mission, was to get rid of these guys, the chemicals, because our mom is chemical sensitive. And then we said, how about we take that mission one step further, and all of those disposable products that you go to the store every week after week, to kind of take for granted, the paper towels, the mop pads, the electronics wipes, the dusters, we're going to get rid of those too, all with one product.
I went recently to get a, from the phone,
right,
to get the brand name little microfiber thingy.
Yeah. How much did it cost you?
$10.
For how many towels?
Well, there was one. It was like this big, one. You're getting 40 of these, and they're like 50 times bigger.
You're right.
How do you choose? I'll give this back to you.
Sure.
Well, we go through the choices right up front. Now, the great thing about this is, what's the choice you have right here?
That's the, what do you got there?
This is
the Desert Sunset.
The Desert Sunset.
Yes.
An Ocean Reef. But with the Desert Sunset, 500 remaining each, and then they're gone. Wow. See you later. But there's different shades within that. Right. Upstairs, downstairs, makeup, stove. You get the idea.
Right.
So it's literally going to be 10, 10, 10, 10. You keep going. 40 pieces, or excuse me, 8 and 5, 8 and 5, and you're there.
Right. Yeah, so ordinarily, what would you have to do? This is axle grease on the window here. Could be cooking grease or soap scum, an extreme exaggeration.
Axle grease.
Axle grease. Not something that you're going to get in your house too much, right? But what do they want you to do? They want you to go to the store, buy a chemical that you might not even be able to read all the ingredients on the back. Then you're supposed to spray this on here like that to try to emulsify it. And then, Rick, when's the last time you went to your paper towel roll and went like that?
Never.
Never. Right. That's usually the answer, because this is what you do. You go grab all that paper towel, then you try to...
That's what they want you to do.
Right, because you have to go back and buy more, right? So this is what they want you to do. This is really not doing a whole lot of anything. This is gross. That ends up in the garbage, ends up in the landfill, and then you have to end up in the store to go back and buy more. So microfiber is so different in that microfiber is like millions and millions of little fingers that are going to lift, trap, and remove that mess in one
that's
pass.
impressive.
So much so, Rick, that we're going to take a white tissue, and look, there's not a speck of grease on this white tissue. There is not a tool in your home.
What are you doing with that? You're not throwing that away.
No, this goes in the washing machine. I come out with a nice, fresh, clean, sanitized towel over and over and over again. I used one. I have 39 left to use around the house.
50 cents.
50
How
cents
much that cost you? 50 cents.
Well, how much did it cost you? 50 cents for maybe the one, but then you get to rewash it and do it over.
That's what I'm saying.
Over and over.
50 cents, and you use it again and again and again.
Right.
Hey, it could be the last set you buy in a long, long time. Does it scrub without scratching?
Scrubs without scratching. I'm using only tap water here on this glass stovetop. I don't have to go get a specialty cleaner. I get to flip this over and then wipe this up like that. And then if I wanted to, use it on my pots, let's say. Check this out. I can do this. I can scrub this. Listen, I'm using this on a glass. I'm using it on stainless steel. I'm not having to go buy any specialty cleaners. I'm not having to throw anything away. This is a reusable product instead of going to the store to buy a disposable product that costs me money over and over and over again.
Why? Why is microfiber what it is? It's not terry cloth.
No.
It's not just a plastic. It's a whole, it's actually a process.
It is, because basically they take a looped fiber and then cut them in half. So if you look at them under a microscope, it's like a dandelion, right? So the fibers are like millions of little fingers that are going to scrub without scratching instead of having like a cotton looped fiber.
Scrub without scratching.
Scrub without scratching.
And that could be on the stove. That could be on virtually anything. Here come the grad kids.
Yes.
They had a great time, maybe too great a time.
Too great a time. But look, this is greasy, waxy crayon on Formica, right? How about in the kitchen? This could be the grease on the cabinets. You might not even know that that grease is there, Rick. Look at this, right? So this is all that aerosolized grease when you're doing the cooking.
Again, without harming it.
Without harming it. I'm not using harsh chemicals. I'm not using wood cleaners or wood polishes. I'm using only water.
You're getting 40 of them. So
40
that's
towels.
the key here at QVC. That is really, is this available anywhere else?
Nope. No, sir.
Like, where else are you going to get 40 of these bad boys for 20?
Right.
50 cents a piece. So the ocean story or the desert story.
The ocean reef or desert sunset, right.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's 8 and 5, 5 shades, 8 in each. What's the size of each of them?
They're 12 by 12s.
12 by
So
12.
it's a square foot, yeah.
Yep.
So look at this, Rick. This, I cleaned all of these surfaces with one towel and water. This, I get to put in my washing machine. I put it in my dryer. Just don't use fabric softener. And I'm not going back to the store to buy more disposable products over and over and over again.
You know what? One of these sells out. There's 400 remaining each.
Oh, wow.
Well, it's going to take a long time to reorder this, right, guys? Very long time. Like eternity. There's no reorder.
Ever. Right.
No reorder. This is another great, great gimmick.
Okay,
You
so.
got to give it to these guys.
These guys.
The disposable guys.
Right. So.
Right, from a marketing point of view, the razor blade. They razor bladed
To
the
death.
mop.
Right. So how about this though? Keep the mop, turn it on its head, right? So take the mop. Now, instead of going and buying these, the disposable pads, take the mop, wrap it around, poke it in those little holes, take a little spray bottle with some water, spray it on here. Now, we've gotten rid of chemicals and paper towels. Let's get rid of those mop pads. We'll come down here. If you let the dogs or anything like that outside and they come in and they bring in the mud and all that with all these rainstorms happening here, watch this. I take this. This is all that mess right here on the floor. Microfiber, but again, not going to throw it away, not going to go back to the store, not going to buy more. I'm going to put this in the washing machine and use it over and over.
Because you're getting 8 of 5 colors.
Correct.
That's like 8 mops you're buying.
Right.
And you still have a lot of other stuff remaining. Use them absolutely anywhere. The reason we're giving you different shades is, again, well, one could be in the bathroom, one could be for the floor, one could be for the car, one could be for the dorm room. And you're getting crazy now because we're showing it now on the floor, but it's from the floor and scrubbing and gentle enough for your screens or your sunglasses.
Absolutely, because that's the thing. It's made of microfiber, softer than silk. You can use it from the floor all the way up to your face. And again, they're washable. You're not going to throw them away.
You've only got 40 seconds.
Okay. So,
your choice. What do you want to show?
Well, you already talked about the electronics. We showed that. Here's this. Cosmetics. Watch. See this here? This is a clean towel. It's damped with some water.
Yeah, these things have been in some of our beauty nights.
Yeah, look at this.
Because they're that effective.
Get rid of that lipstick, and then how about this? We'll get rid of these disposable dusters, because this is about kind of like the mop pad. Get rid of these guys here, a little bit, excuse me, Mr. Rick, a little bit here, a little bit of tap water. Again, a clean towel, a little bit of tap water, and then the dust. You want to damp dust with these guys, and watch this, Rick. The dust ends up on the towel.
That's great.
And then you wash it, and you don't go back to the store to spend more money on disposable products.
You're a phenomenal guest.
Thanks, Rick. I appreciate that.
You really are. You're a great, great QVC guest.
Thank you very much.
You really got your stuff. I contributed nothing to that presentation. I did not need to be here. V35242. We got more coming up. In case you missed it, the hot pick, you little giant, you loved it. You loved it. Our guest Mike went out, so I was totally